Hey, welcome to Maximum Bat Speed. I want to do this video today of Carlos Correa here with one of my students. One of the questions I get asked quite frequently, mostly from coaches when I'm working with students, and I get a lot of these YouTube videos, as you know, out there for people to watch. They'll ask me, or they'll tell me, I know how a great swing or a high-level swing looks like, but I'm not really sure how do you produce these angles? How do you allow your students or these players that you're working with to have the kind of angles that you see in the highest levels? And I just tell them it's the way I scaffold. It's just my approach and how I teach, and I explain it in detail how I build a swing from the ground up. And again, all coaches out there have their own philosophy. They have their own approach, and to me, I just want the best for coaches out there, and I always give out information to coaches and as much as I can to help them through the process of helping them to get their students or their players to develop the angles that you see here in what you see in my YouTube channel with either the pros or what you see with my students. And I put my students out there so people can critique it. They can make judgment for themselves whether they think what I am applying or what I'm saying actually lines up to what I'm actually showing my audience visually. Does it line up? So I'm going to get started here. First thing I'm going to show you here is with Carlos Correa here on the left. You're going to see that he just has great angles going on here. And again, what you see in pretty much every high level swing, you see that shoulder to shoulder to elbow look with a slightly bent arm. And again, cannot emphasize this enough how important it is to have these kind of angles. And then also too, you see the knob over the back foot, and you usually see about a 45-degree angle with the bat. And again, this is my student right here. He has a slightly bent arm, 45-degree angle with the bat right behind him. He has a shoulder to elbow look here, and you can see here with both Correa and my student how they both have very similar angles. They have a very nice, beautiful balance right here at toe touch, very symmetrical. And again, with my student here, same things going on right here, the very high level right here. This student right here in league this year batted about 382 and batted 333 overall, playing some very tough teams. Just again, he had a very successful season and just an awesome job this year. But again, a lot of it, I believe, of the success was due to the angles that he was producing and things that were going on in his swing that represented what a high-level swing looks like. Now, if we go here to Carlos Correa on the left, you're going to see here as he gets to heel plant right here, and I'm going to do the same thing with my student here as he gets to heel plant. Again, you're going to see very similar angles. And what I look for right here is I make sure that at this stage of the swing, the shoulders are closed. And you can see here it's very obvious with my student that his shoulders are closed. I want to make sure too, like you see here with Carlos Correa, that the bat hasn't leaked, and you can see that the student here has just done a great job of making sure that his bat has not leaked or anything. He's still in a very beautiful loaded position right here. Another thing that you want to look at, especially at higher levels, which is crucial, what you see at high level swings, you see the elbow staying back as you see the hands in front of the back elbow. And you can see here where his hands here are with Correa, and you can see he just has such beautiful torque going on. Now, if I do the same thing here with my student, I draw a circle where his hands are, and I draw an arrow where his back elbow is, just applying beautiful top hand torque. He's not leaking his load at all. Another thing that's going on at the stage of the swing, which is crucial, you want to have that slightly bent arm. You want to continue the integrity of that. And again, with my student here, if you watch what's going on, just a beautiful job with both my student and Correa. You have where the hips are starting to engage right here, where they're starting to open up right there. Just a great job right there. Again, when I'm working with coaches, whether I'm working with students, it's so important as a coach for me to make sure that when I'm working with my students that I am showing them and explaining to them what is occurring not only in a high-level swing, but showing them how to produce those kind of angles. And this is what I try to do when I work with my students in person, whether I'm doing an online video analysis and when I do personal videos for my students so that I have from all over the United States. I'm trying to explain this and convey this kind of information the best I can in order for them to be able to do it just like you see here at the highest levels. Now as we go to the next stage here, the swing, you're going to see here as Carlos Correa here gets to the connection part of the swing right here, you can see how beautifully right here he gets connected right there. And it's a little blurry right there, but you can see how his bat's just coming down on his deltoid area. And you can see here with my student right here, he pretty much has the same angle going on. Now with Correa right here, you can see beautifully how his bat is just coming in right inside the deltoid area. This is so compact, so nice right here. And you can see here with my student, same thing's going on right there with his deltoid. And you can see right here how the bat's coming down beautifully. And they both have very similar angles going on. He still has that lead slightly bent arm. And you can see here, same thing going on with my student right here. Just a beautiful angles. And again, if you match up what's going on with both of them, they're both just doing a great job of just engaging their lower body. You can see here how their hips are definitely opened up with both of them. You can see how both of them are getting off their back foot because of the cause and effect of just getting off of their back foot because their hips are being engaged. And again, you look at the angles, just beautiful job right there. And again, I cannot emphasize this enough. As you get to higher levels, you must have a compact swing. You must be able to produce very quick compact swing in order to get the fastballs that are going 90 plus miles per hour. Now, as we go further here and we get to Carlos Correa again, as you see here, as he gets to the point of contact right here, and I'm just going to back him up a little bit right here, you're going to see what's going on right here. Now here he is at the point of contact, and I'm going to do the same thing here with my student as he starts to swing right there. Again, you can see very similar actions going on, and this is what I look for, where the elbow is up there by the height of the mouth, and then you see here with the barrel below the hands, and you can see here with Carlos Correa, just beautiful job here, hitting off a firm front side right there. See that? Just how his leg is just beautiful job getting to the front side right there. And again, you see the same thing going on, elbow up there by the height of the mouth. And you see here everything just beautiful angles. And again, he got this ball out a little bit out in front, but he hit a beautiful shot right here in this particular video. And you can see how he's hitting again, just like Correa, off a firm front side, how his front leg, everything, because his hips getting engaged like Correa, he's locking up his front foot because he's hitting off a firm front side. And again, if you pay attention to what's going on with the back foot with Correa, you can see here how much, you can see the same thing with both Correa, and you see the same thing here with my student, how they get off the back side. This is beautiful job right here. Now, if I back this up a little bit with Carlos Correa, pay attention to his back foot, what's going on here. See what's going on with his back foot right there? That's beautiful right there, and that's again because he's engaging his hips beautifully right there. Now, if I do the same thing with my student here on the left, pay attention to his back foot. You're going to see the same thing. Watch his back foot. See that? Same thing going on as Correa. And again, this is something that I taught him a long time ago, and he does a beautiful job of engaging his hips. And again, this video right here is just to show you what you should be doing. And as a coach or as a player, you should be applying mechanics at our highest level. Now, to finish this video here, you can see this here, this beautiful extension right here. And as I get here with my student right there, you can see here he just has beautiful angles just like Correa. I hope you liked this video. Give me a like if you enjoyed it, and please call me or let me know if I could ever help.